Good evening. There is an urgent and highly unusual new government warning out today for pregnant women after a jump in the number of confirmed cases of locally contracted Zika in South Florida. The 10 newly identified cases are attributed to homegrown mosquitoes and have affected a neighborhood in Miami, a neighborhood the CDC tonight is urging pregnant women to avoid. Right now, an aggressive Zika testing program is underway there, along with a stepped-up offensive against mosquitoes. Even so, health officials admit there are likely many more undiagnosed cases. NBC's Kerry Sanders has the latest from Miami.
Densely populated Wynwood district in Miami is tonight a no-go zone for pregnant women. The announcement today that there are 10 more suspected cases of homegrown Zika for a total of 14 cases makes it too dangerous. Federal health officials say there will be more people infected not realizing it because the symptoms can be mild.
What we're looking at carefully is it expanding? Is there a place beyond this 1 mile radius that needs to be looked at?
The CDC is now sending emergency teams and advising women returning from the area not to get pregnant for 8 weeks. 12 of the 14 with Zika are men. The Branch family was just tested.
My daughter test is good, but my father, he have the Zikas.
Your pregnancy is going well.
Every patient Dr. Adrian Rosnowski saw today had the same worry.
Most of my patients are very anxious. This is their baby that we're talking about.
The phone's ringing with concerns, too.
My primary concern is the apparent connection with microcephaly.
Tracking where Zika patients live, mosquito control districts, now zeroing in on a 1 square mile north of downtown Miami. Entomologists say the Zika-carrying mosquito usually flies no more than 400 yards in any direction and typically dies within 30 days. As emergency teams deploy to fight an enemy that's never been fully defeated, the mosquito, Florida's governor today criticizing Congress for failing to fund the Zika fight. The state putting up $26 million, but experts say that's not enough.
We're going to make sure we fund our health departments. We make sure we're going to fund our mosquito boards. We're going to make sure we have all the resources we need.
Federal officials say mosquito control efforts are not working as well as they hoped. Perhaps mosquitoes developing a resistance. Some residents now hiring their own mosquito exterminators.
We've gotten about 20 to 30 phone calls in the last day or so from pregnant women or expecting parents.
Tonight, the New York City Health Department has issued a travel warning to women coming to this portion of Miami. Meantime, the Florida Department of Health is now handing out to residents supplies, including insect repellent and mosquito netting. Lester?
Kerry Sanders in Miami starting us off. Thanks. Let me bring in Dr. Anthony Fauci from the NIH. He's been called America's point person on infectious diseases. Dr. Fauci, we're glad you're here. Why would the focus and the precautions only take place in one neighborhood? Doesn't it stand to reason if it's in one neighborhood, it could be in the next?
Well, it certainly can. And what the CDC is doing right now is they're doing very extensive surveillance and testing to see if that perimeter of the local outbreak cases that you showed on the diagram there are confined there. And if, in fact, we have cases that are in the further perimeter, they will then extend it. But experience in the past has shown with other infections such as dengue and chikungunya that have actually occurred in Florida that generally when you get clusters of outbreak like that, they generally stay confined. We don't take that for granted and we're not cavalier about it. That's the reason why there's very extensive surveillance and very extensive and aggressive attempts at mosquito control, and that's what's going on right now. But the CDC evaluates the situation literally every day and will make adjustments depending upon what they find.
All right. Dr. Fauci, good to have you on. Thanks so much. Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.